Good evening, everybody. It is night 4 of Championship playoff semi-final watch-alongs. It is Sunderland versus Coventry, and it is beautifully poised. It's Sunderland 2, Coventry 1 going in. You know how I love extra time. Not, are we going to get extra time tonight? Feels like this one might go the distance, but we'll get into your predictions and your thoughts as the night goes on. Is it going to be a long night? We got to say some thank yous immediately, guys, because we set the super chat target at 5 super chats, and I hope Nick is right about this. 5 super chats, piece of you know what. We'll have that done in no time. Nick, thank you so much. Nick, one of our Saints fans in the chat. Thank you. Brilliant. Liam, every time. Thank you so much, buddy. Evening, Ben. Looking forward to this one. I think we all are, aren't we? It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Kev, Sunderland fan. Good luck, mate. Good luck to all the Coventry fans as well. This could be a tight one. Let's spike those likes. Absolutely. Appreciate the watch-alongs. We say some hellos to everybody else. We are 3 for 5 on these super chats already. Huge thank you there to Nick, Liam and Kev for sorting this out. Actually, Dan, I hope you have a bit more energy than yesterday. Dan, I have just nuked a coffee. Do you know what? I'm going to do one at half-time as well and really get this moving forward. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but you never know how the energy's going to go. It's a long night potentially in store tonight. Maybe I just need to put extra time into the air, into the universe, and then maybe it just won't happen. Jeff, hello. Danny, Polska, Charlie, AJ, Jay, Charlton on tour, Purple, welcome everybody along. Andy, Peter, XX, Graham, Ashley, Lee, welcome fella, congratulations last night, buddy. Any Sheffield United fans in here? Well done. Lloyd, welcome. Richard, legend. Led Zepp, Geordie, welcome, and Gavin, welcome everybody along. We've got 26 likes, by the way, and 3 super chats, 4 super chats already. So we can get some more likes. So let's do a like spike, and then we'll get into the teams. You've got 11 seconds. Spike those likes. Right, you're going to forgive me. It's a locket, okay? I'm not being unprofessional and eating during the stream. It's got to be done. I have the man flu, you know, but we are going to soldier on. It's been like 8 days or something ridiculous. Now, let's just do a few more in the chat. Jen, good luck from a Burnley fan. How's your nerves? Well, ask that to the Coventry and Sunderland fans tonight. Connor, welcome. Phil, Mustafa, we said hello to everybody. Tom, yes. Polsky, yes, I will be at Wembley for the final. Looking forward to it as ever. How many playoff finals have I done now? Many of them over the years. I love it. Fantastic stuff. Right, so we get into team news. Normal question to you guys. Which players are you looking forward to seeing? Who are your potential match winners out of these 22? We're just going to stop one sec because we have hit the 5 for 5. John, £2 on the super chat. Thank you so much. That is our 5 super chat target. Done within 5 minutes. You lot are the best, aren't you? And bear in mind, one of those minutes is the intro music playing, isn't it? So you lot are absolute legends, and we'll keep shouting you out. John, well done, is the 5th. We've got a 6th. Lee, and good luck to you, because we know Lee's a big Coventry fan. Good luck to all the Sunderland fans as well. Evening, Lee. Super chats ahoy. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate your support. These will always be free. You know they will, but if you can support, it is a massive help to me and Shaylee, and of course Enid over here at Bloom headquarters. Right, sorry, team news, here it comes. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing playing and who you think might be the match winners. Here we go. Right, team news then. And is that Sunderland 11 unchanged? I think it is, isn't it? Patterson in goal. Sorry, is that annoying anybody else? Can you see that? Which side does that need to go? Is that sorted? There you go. It was irritating me there. One bit of hair was the wrong side of the parting. There we go. Patterson in goal. I was a bit worried about him at the start of the previous game. Put him under a bit of pressure, and he was good in the end, wasn't he, Patterson? But I don't know. It feels like Coventry will still try and unsettle him in net there. Sirkin and Hume, excellent pair of fullbacks for Sunderland. O'Neill and Ballard, who were excellent, had to do a lot of defending. They did it very well in the opening game. Neil and Bellingham in front in central midfield with Enzo Lafay. I always say he'll win you the match if you can get him on the ball often enough, and he's at it. Pat Roberts on the other side. And Regis Lebris said these two guys can manage big spaces in front of them. And he started with both of them again, Isidore and Mayenda. Didn't have many chances, but they both ended up scoring in the first leg. Let me know your thoughts on that Sunderland 11, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is unchanged. On the bench for the Black Cats, Moore, Mepham, Kjelder, Brown, Rigg, Jones, Samed, Mundle, and Watson. That's the return of Mundle, I believe, on the bench. For Coventry, I'm looking for changes. I'm seeing... Did Mason Clark start the last game? I can't remember. Is this any changes for Coventry? Wilson in goal. Van Evik, De Silva, Kitching and Thomas, they all played, didn't they? Grimes and Sheaf, they played. Sakamoto, Wright, Rudoni, they played. Oh, was it Brandon Thomas Asante up front rather than Ephron Mason Clark? By the way, it might not be Ephron Mason Clark up front. It might well be Hadji Wright and Ephron Mason Clark on the wing. So, yeah, I think it's only one change there. I think it was Thomas Asante in the last game. So, yeah, let's guess that Hadji Wright's going to go up top, down the middle, and Mason Clark will play wide. Obviously, Rudoni in great goal-scoring form under a manager who knows exactly how to coach somebody to arrive late in the box from midfield and score loads and loads of goals. On the bench for Cov, Collins, Bidwell, Latabodier, Binks, Allen, Patterson, Eccles, Thomas Asante and Sims. Let's go to some comments as we get closer and closer to kick-off. I wonder, will Ben do commentary stream from Wembley for the playoff? I'm not in the press box, so... and if you tried to get the EE Wi-Fi at Wembley, not the best. Dan, I like playoffs without having skin in the game. Well, yeah. It's always easier when it's not your team that's playing, isn't it? We'll say this year's playoffs have been good so far, hasn't it? Been really, really good fun. Kevin, good luck to both teams tonight. Feels like it could be a close one. Stop it with all this extra time talk. You lot, stop it. EMC, is this Ephron Mason Clark for Brandon Thomas Asante? I figured it out in the end, Lee, didn't I? Yeah, Mason Clark on the wing. Hadji Wright down the middle. Dave, legend, welcome to you. Doesn't the SOL look great there tonight? That looks absolutely fantastic. Fair play to Sunderland. The Sunderland fans, a massive tifo of a black cat, and the red and white kind of colours are all being held up. I wish they'd go to the wide shot here on Sky, because that looks absolutely beautiful there. A playoff night if ever I saw one. Sunderland win it. They turn up at Wembley and play Sheffield United. Both teams play in red and white stripes. Well, one of them won't. I'm sure there's a stat about the home teams in the playoffs, so whoever's in which dressing room winning. Anyone will try and get any advantage. Won't there? Lee, no. And there's parking issues there for me. Kickoff time has not been confirmed. I can ask. I do have, I'll say no more, but I can probably find out sooner rather than later. But it needs to be confirmed for me to find out. Last team to lose a champ first leg and go out. Sunderland, the last manager to lose a champ first leg and go to Wembley. Frank Lampard. There you go. There's some history for you. Widespread of bets on this one. I suspect a draw, but the best result for me would be a red goal. There you go. Talking about his own money there. Thoughts on Sunderland moving their advert boards forward to stop Van Evik long throws? I don't have a problem with it. You know, you do what you can in these games. I'm sure Van Evik, it's not about the length of the run-up, it's about the power of the arms, isn't it? And he's got to no-sell it, hasn't he, and just carry on. Christopher, hi Ben, if Coventry swap places with Ipswich, will we still be doing the job? Yeah, of course I will. Yeah. Remember, lots of people get a bit confused with this. My content has nothing really to do with where my team is in the pyramid. I'm here to cover the EFL, the Championship primarily. I've done it when Ipswich have been in the Premier League. I've done it when Ipswich have been in League One. Yeah, I'm not somebody who's completely led by the team I support. It's all about the content, and it's all about what the audience wants and knows that they're going to get from this channel. And don't get me wrong, there's people that see everything through the prism of their club. That's fine, and their channels are like that. But mine will never be like that. It'll always be, covering a whole league basically, rather than wherever Ipswich are. Whether obviously it's more fun if they're in it, but it's great if they're in the Premier League. Not so great if they're in League One. But we've done all three, haven't we, Ben? Absolute hero. We have another super chat. Thank you for all you do, Ben. Stop it. You're too kind, you lot. We're going to predictions in just a second. Wenlock, you absolute legend as well. That's a lot of people are super chatting for the 500th time tonight. And yeah, I think Ben and Wenlock are one of them, two of them. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's just, before we go to predictions, let's just shout out the super chatters again. Nick, Liam, Kev, Dan, John, Lee, Ben, Wenlock, thank you so. I actually met Wenlock down at Villa. Where was I seeing there? Villa, Southampton, possibly in the Premier League. But yeah, it's great to meet people who watch the channel, especially the super supportive ones. So I can say thank you to their faces. Rich, legend, my partner over on Blue Monday. A bit more intensity about tonight. We love to see it. The atmosphere is electric. Effing brilliant. Absolutely tremendous. Right. Should we do something a little bit different tonight for the predictions? Let me know. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you just want to tell me who's going to qualify? Do you just want to write the word Sunderland or Coventry in there as your prediction? Should we go with that? Or do you want to do scores? Let me know what you think down there in the chat. Quick plug for our friends at the EFL. And I promise, got the link in the description for fantasy EFL playoffs. You've missed the boat at the moment for leg 2, but you can get in the final for sure. And yeah, get involved. Loads of really, really good prizes. Our league is linked below. You can just click through. You guys are just telling me who you think is going to qualify. Shall we do it? Right. If you've already put who's going to qualify, let me just write. I'm resetting it here. So if you've already put it, I need you to put it again. So just one word comment after it says reset there. I don't need scores tonight for the predictions. Just one word. Who's going to qualify? Sunderland or Coventry? If it's more than one word, I'm not reading it. Sunderland or Coventry. That's all I need to know. Who is qualifying? You've got 24 seconds. Here you go. Who's qualifying for Wembley 2025 to face Sheffield United? One word answer. Get in there. Go. We have already kicked off here, so I'm going to have to click your predictions up as we go. That caught me out a little bit. Let's get the clock going as Sakamoto gets brought down by Enzo Lefay early in this one. There we go with the clock. I think we're all looking good there. I will get your predictions up. I can see lots and lots of them. Oh, God, guys, it is so mixed. Real 50-50 on this one. Thank you for your predictions. I'm going to bail out of that, actually, because there's so many and it just looks completely 50-50 on there. If anyone fancies totting them all up, let me know. But I want to get a feel for what looks like a brilliant platform. Playoff football is great. Look at the stadium. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? All those colours, that sunshine, grass looks beautiful. I mean, I don't even have the sound on and I can feel the atmosphere through my TV. Absolutely brilliant stuff. There's Regis Lebris, who, bit of a masterclass in the first leg. He came with a plan and it worked a charm for Sunderland in leg 1, which means a clean sheet or a draw will take Sunderland to Wembley. There's a flick on from Isidore. Coventry clear their lines. Thomas goes direct. So direct, it goes all the way through to Anthony Patterson. Guys, thank you so much for all of your predictions. Steve, who was hugely kind, donating loads of memberships a couple of months back. Steve, thank you so much for that. Can't wait for Wrexham to beat Sunderland twice when they don't get promoted. Thank you so much for your super chat there, Steve. That is mega kind. I've got one more to read out as well. Sam is getting his prediction read out. Prediction, Sunderland 2, Coventry 1. And thank you so much for the super chat. Unforced error there by Thomas, trying to play in Sakamoto on the right-hand side. Out it goes. It feels a bit frantic, a bit like the blue touch paper. No one's getting more than a second on the ball at the moment. Hefty intensity to this occasion thus far. Thrown down the line by Sunderland. Isidore bumps Van Evik, who does not want to be the guy. He's been such a great player for Coventry, Van Evik, but if there's no more goals in this game, everyone's going to remember that the decisive goal was a mistake from his end. Not great. That's why I was almost pleased last night that, maybe those Sheffield United 3 goals 4, 5 and 6, scrubbed everybody from thinking about the red card in the first leg. I know people still argue game state was changed by a red card. Tie state, it was, wasn't it? But Sheffield United worthy winners in the end, regardless of any red cards. I think a 6-0 deficit. Think it's going to be a bit tighter tonight. Here come Sunderland. Pat Roberts in off the right. Good tackle by Grimes. Sheaf knocks it off. Redoni. This is frantic. Look at the pressing in this game, by the way. I thought that was a foul by Hume on Sheaf. Referee says no. It's going to be a throw-in to a Coventry. Your referee tonight, guys. Referee Madley. Madeley? I want to say Madeley, because I love those Richard Madeley accidental partridge videos, which are utterly tremendous, aren't they? Another throw-in on that same side for Sunderland. Kieran, been a good season for Bristol City. Proud we got so far. Just a shame, hopefully next season. Yeah, that's the spirit. Kieran, dust yourself off and try again. Sky giving us a nice pan of the fabled LED boards there. That was a searching ball in behind there. Thomas had to stretch to keep that from sort of getting Isidore. And again, I've got Regis Lebris words in my ears about them strikers there, their strikers managing the space in behind. Can they run? They did a lot of defending, Isidore and Mayenda as well, on... What night was it, guys? It was the second night, wasn't it? Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So it must have been Friday. What a busy week it's been. I will be live again with Gab and possibly Simon tonight over on the Sportsman channel after the game. Steve, too kind, fella. Is it true? The impetus behind Sunderland. Oh, that's going to fall to Lefay. On the back stick, he shanks the volley over the bar. Pick any of the 22 players on the pitch there to have the technique to pull down a half volley on the or a chest and volley on the left foot. It probably would have been Lefay, but yeah, not very steady there. Steve, sorry, is it true the impetus behind Sunderland Till I Die actually died? I don't know to whom you are referring, Steve. But I appreciate the super chat. Sky's commentators are probably up there with the best. Gary Reaver tonight is great. I have a lot of love for Daniel Mann. Yeah, we could probably do a chat with Sam one day about that, Rich, because he's worked with all of these commentators. Tell you about the kind of preparation rituals and what commentators actually do. A great job, but a tricky job. Joby on commentary makes this game. Yeah, he's a monster, Joby, isn't he? Brilliant pundit. Thomas. Grimes, for the first time, pulling into that position in between the two centre-backs. Does he get too deep at times? You tell me. Frank Lampard played with Claude Makelele, who was quite good at pulling into that position, wasn't he? Grimes tries to force it down the line. Off the head of Lafay. Throw in Coventry. Man, you guys are on fire with the Super Chats tonight. Led Zepp, thank you so much, mate. Thanks for your EFL coverage this year, Ben. Even though we're in the Premier League, I'll still dip in next season. Yeah, we will be announcing something Premier League related next season. I've had a lot of requests to bring back the dearly departed show from Villa fans in the past and Leeds fans. And God, who do we have in there? Brentford, Norwich, Sheffield United. So, yeah, watch this space on that. We have plans. Put it that way. Did you count, Sandra? If anyone wants to double check Sandra's handiwork, she says Coventry 32, Sunderland 37. That feels about right, doesn't it? Given Sunderland come in with the lead, clipped over the top for Efron Mason Clark to chase, just coming off the left. Too much on it. 8 gone. This is absolutely frantic, but nothing's happened as a result of it. No one can settle and really work anything or gain any type of control just because the pace of this game is so high, isn't it? No one's been allowed a second to settle on the ball, which probably answers the question that I had to answer a lot of times since the first leg of how will Sunderland approach this second leg? Will they do exactly the same thing? If you thought they were more passive, and I don't mean that in a negative way, kind of sitting back, then they're pressing a little more aggressively tonight. So same personnel, same shape, little bit more chutzpah. They're going after it, aren't they? If they get the first goal, it is very, very hard for Coventry. Coventry hitting it long quite a bit. Yeah. It's nice to see him mixing it up, isn't it? Tried to play through and round last Friday. Didn't work, did it? Zippy. Legend. Gifted 5 Benjamin Blue memberships. Thank you so much. There's a feed into Mason Clark over on the left wing. Crosses right-footed, headed out by O'Neill. Headed back in by Sheaf. That's going out of play. Thanks so much, Zippy. Very, very kind indeed. We will be having a little look at memberships and Patreons and whatnot ahead of next season. Try and give you the best bang for your buck. My goodness me. Alan! Thank you so much. More super chats. Absolutely wonderful stuff tonight, guys. You're absolutely wonderful with your support for what we're doing here. Still loving your channel, though. It's mostly Championship downwards. Pleased with my local conference side, Conference North side this season, Southport. Alan, thank you so much, and good luck to Villa between now and the end of the season. Yeah, absolutely on fire chat today. And yes, new Watford manager today. Yeah, don't joke about it, Ewan. What's his name again? I literally saw the tweet and then had to come in and do this. Paolo something. There was some P's and some Z's. I hadn't heard of him. I'll do my research. I'm up to my neck in playoffs at the moment. But yeah, good luck to the new Watford manager. And yeah, good luck wherever Tom Cleverley appears. Oh, Sheaf has missed that. Isidore is pushing forward. Isidore hits the deck. He's been screamed at by Kitching. He's been bumped by Wilson as well, and he's been booked for diving. Simulation. Use whatever word you're comfortable with. Isidore doesn't complain. Yeah, there's no contact there, is there? Not good. Yeah, I always kind of say, if there's some contact and the player exaggerates the contact, that's one thing. If there's no contact whatsoever, that's something completely different. So, yeah, good bit of refereeing from Ref Madley there. Definite yellow card for Isidore. Here comes Mayenda, though, into the box. Nice dribble by Mayenda. Tries to help it on. Blocked out. Steve. Legend. Steve, who holds the world record on the Benjamin Bloom football channel for gifting the most memberships. Thank you so much. Don't worry about researching him, but stop it, Dylan. Stop it. Someone put the name. There you go. Thank you. Right, here we go. My first pronunciation here. Paolo Pezzolano. What nationality is he then, guys? Paolo Pezzolano. Yep, that one doesn't roll off the tongue, doesn't it? There we go. I hope he's there for 10 years. That's knocked into the channel for Isidore in the box. Just shepherded away. Who's the better side, guys? Sunderland just? Like 51-49? Uruguayan. There you go. Thanks, Ben. Going to be a throw-in for the Black Cats, which Trey Hume is going to take. I think he's Player of the Year up at Sunderland, isn't he? Oh, that's broken for Roberts, has it? Strong from Jay Da Silva. Cleared away by Mason Clark. And yeah, nice little spell for Sunderland. Eric Gates special. AJ, do not speak ill of the great Tiger Eric Gates in these parts. Here is Bobby Thomas. Kitching. Back to Wilson. A little bit of calm. 13 minutes into these. Thomas is going to go long diag. Easy one for Trey Hume. Watches it, heads it back to Anthony Patterson. Excuse me. Once again, Sky flashing up. Stats that tell us Coventry have had the bulk of the possession. Sunderland have had the one shot at goal. Here's Bellingham. It's the first time we mentioned him, which shows how central midfield has gone to dust, hey? Here's Bellingham again. Maybe that means Sunderland is starting to get some control if I'm going to mention Bellingham a couple of times. Need to mention him more than a couple of times. Sirkin down the left. Lefay tries a little drag back heel turn. Hits the deck. Look at this pressing, guys. This game is frantic. If it does go 120 minutes, there's going to be a lot of knackered players for that last half hour. You know my thoughts on extra time. You might as well just basically go to penalties because it always goes to penalties after extra time, doesn't it? Eh? Grimes, Sakamoto down the right. Lefay doubling up with Sirkin as he did well in the first leg. Rudoni pulls over to the right. First mention of him as well. Some good players in this game, aren't there? Rudoni's one of them, and he is the hot hand for Coventry at the moment, goal scoring wise. Van Eyck. Grimes. Exactly the pattern we saw on Friday. Sunderland compact. Coventry pulling a midfielder, a central midfielder, sheath that time between the two centre-halves and trying to build up. Can they be a bit more, well, lethal in the box? Here's Mason Clark, drills the shot in straight down the throat of Patterson. It was a difficult chance that. He's outside the box. Gets hold of it, doesn't he? First shot on goal for Coventry in this game. Strutty, assuming Sheffield. Yeah, thanks, mate. I'm a little bit better. I'm getting it. Who's better placed to bounce back next season out of these two? I don't know. Difficult one to answer that, actually. Sunderland got a lot of young players in this squad, so maybe they could ride it out, but they'll have to sell a few. Coventry have built well, haven't they, with the money from Hammer and Gyökeres, not last season, season before now. So they've got a really good squad as well. Fancy them both to, ride it out. But you know what happens to teams that lose in the playoffs these days. And it's often the parachute teams that do it. They come and pilfer their players, don't they? A lot of trading in that little cohort of teams. Ballard slides in on Rudoni. It's going to be a corner to Coventry. Lemon Juice. Thanks for all the content. Oxford supporter here. Well, congratulations. I only predicted Oxford to go down about 15 times this season. So you're welcome back next season. Great work for Gary Rowett, particularly in Oxford, this campaign. Corner then for Cov, which Matt Grimes are going to swing outwards. Easy header out by Dan Neal on the near post. Hung up to the back stick. Rudoni brings that down. He wants it on his left, doesn't he? Sirkin knows that. Doesn't let him have it. It's excellent from Sirkin. Shepherds it out. Goal kick, Sunderland. Really good 1v1. I know that seems an obvious thing to say about fullbacks, but, they've got to do so much, fullbacks, haven't they, in terms of attacking and building play up. You don't just talk about like a Lee Dixon or whatever, who's just a really good 1v1 defender. We're coming up 20. It's absolutely frantic. There's frankly precious little pattern. It's not been able to establish itself yet. We can argue some similarities with Friday night, but just at a 2x or 3x the speed of the game, isn't it? Just crazy, this one. Van Eyck throws that one in back to Ben Wilson. And Coventry start to build. Again, 64% possession for Coventry. It was more than that, wasn't it? 70-75 for a lot of the game on Friday night, which for some reason I cannot seem to commit to my brain that it happened on Friday. It's a weird old schedule when we get to playoffs, isn't it? I've got to admit, I did like it back in the day where you played Saturday afternoon and then the team that finished higher got the Tuesday, Wednesday night game. Sakamoto has been whistled for a foul throw. How about that? in the playoff semi-final second leg. A foul throw. Don't get me wrong, there's people that buy season tickets along there and literally appeal every throw that's ever taken is a foul throw. Some of them actually are. But never underestimate a football supporter in a football stadium to appeal for a decision, regardless of what happened. Roberts, Mayenda tries to spin. Grimes does well, actually. Oh, nice acceleration. Mayenda into the box. Mayenda, really good effort. Good save by Wilson. That's brilliant from Mayenda. Made a chance out of absolutely zero there. Brilliant stuff. They're going to cross to the back stick again. Isidore is up. And why has Wilson left one on Isidore there? Probably going to get booked for that, isn't he? It's really silly from Wilson. A lot of pushing and shoving there. Isidore hit the deck. And Wilson is going to get the restart. I think the Coventry players are, saying, has Isidore dived twice? I don't think he did dive that second time. Don't know why Wilson's gone in and shoved him there. You could literally give a penalty while you're doing that, couldn't you? And it goes back stick. Oh, actually, no. I tell a lie. I got that the wrong way round. Does Isidore have a little lame... No, he doesn't really, to be fair. They arrive. He kind of braces his shoulder as Wilson arrives. I think it's something and nothing. That. I'd say no decision on that one. My first instinct was that I think they both just tensed up as they were going to hit there, which is fair enough, didn't they? It's a good save by Wilson, the first one, isn't it? Great run by Mayenda. Running shot, making something out of nothing. We have played a quarter of the game. Foul. Is that Lefay who just got taken down? This is getting a bit spicy now. Ben Sheaf has been booked. The Coventry captain. Matt Grimes, I can read his lips, says he won the ball. That's always a fairly good indication that someone didn't win the ball. No, which Sheaf didn't. This is spicy, isn't it? Good. A coming together, not quite mutual holding. Mutual holding, hey? Dear oh me. This could get naughty. It's good fun so far, isn't it, Dale, hey? You like to see it? And, hey, it's part of the game. Coventry will think, look, let's have a fight. Let's have a ruck, because if they get someone sent off, that's on them. And maybe you can get your goal back, hey? As things stand, Sunderland are going to Wembley, though. All they've got to do is keep a clean sheet. Oh, Grimes in the box there, turning inside his man. 20 years ago, he'd have been substituted for doing that, but times have changed. Come on, in this cruel world, we need more mutual holding. Well, that type of holding is okay. I love a bit of passion and fight. Absolutely. Bring it on. Give me some spice, Sadie. Throw in Van Evik to Grimes, who has so many touches. I know he used to for Swansea as well, didn't he? But he's literally, like, everything kind of goes through him, doesn't it, for Coventry? He's like Crew Station, if you get that reference. Or London Liverpool Street. Actually, no. What's the busiest one in London? St Pancras? Which is the two joined together there? The one from Flitwick down the road here, and MK goes into St Pancras. Train spotting chat here with Benjamin Bloom on the watch along. Unbelievable scenes. So a couple of yellow cards already. Sheaf caught Lefay. Isidore dived. Yellow card for each of them. And there is the brilliant Ahmad Diallo, who Sky correctly say scored a bit of a worldie, didn't he? Against Luton in the playoffs 2 seasons back. Not that saw Sunderland through. Down the right goes Hume. He's having a decent game, isn't he? The Sunderland right back. His cross blocked out by Kitching. He's going to take the throw in. Little knock inside to Isidore. Can he sort his feet out? No. Crowded out on the edge of the box. My red card bet is looking good. Red card on the way, 100%. We shall see. It just depends whether it escalates further, doesn't it? And remember, if the game is so tight and so intense and neither team can get a pattern, that's what it turns into. It turns into a fight, doesn't it? Always great for the atmosphere, that, isn't it? Ben, is VAR introduced for the playoff finals at Wembley? Yes, it is. But let's not debate VAR today, hey? Van Evik. He's going to hurl the long throw in, unperturbed by the advertising hoarding, shortening his run-up. It's gone back out to Sheaf after the clearance. Sheaf crosses left-footed. Easy for Sunderland to get clear. Poor cross. Ooh. Sheaf, I wonder whether he thought twice about stepping into that tackle there, being he'd just been booked. You've got to be so careful, haven't you? Here is Mason Clark. De Silva crosses, Ballard clears, corner, Coventry. If it turns to a fight, my money is on Kitching and Thomas. Lee, Luke O'Neill's on the pitch, and that guy would fight dirty, wouldn't he? He would eye gouge behind everybody's back. Absolute you-know-what, O'Neill, but you love it if he's on your team. Sorry, I just realised I set me a display on here not to turn off. And I'm going to run out of battery on my phone if I don't fix that. The corner goes in, headed out to Sakamoto, drills a shot in low, drags it wide of the post. How do you do your settings on display and brightness? Would that be right? Yeah, there we go. Auto lock. What do you go for? 3 minutes? Let's go for 3 minutes. Why not, hey? Just joined from work. Who's been the better side so far? Liam. Nothing in it from where I'm sitting. I would suggest boldly Sunderland might be the happier, not just because of the first leg, but because it feels like a similar-ish game plan to Friday night, and it worked for them on Friday night. And here they come, all Lefay nearly fed it through to Mayenda, and Lefay fouls Grimes. Grimes takes the restart. Here's Rudoni, who's pulled out to that pocket on the right again. So anyway, he's finding space, to be fair, at the moment. Clipped forward by Kitching. De Silva can't control it. Hume clears up the line. Hume's probably my man of the match so far. Obviously, we haven't had a lot of attacking, so I'm going to go with a right back there. Oh, he's about... I think it was Pat Roberts, actually. Sorry, he's probably about to go in the book, although he played advantage. Rudoni, oh, he crosses that in low. He needed to lift that, didn't he? 3 in the box. One was Haji Wright as well. Give and go. Oh, Roberts has definitely got to get a yellow card now. If Pat Roberts knew that he was already going to get booked for the first one and he basically had a foul for free there, that's very clever or very risky. Can you imagine the ref went, right, yellow card for that one, yellow card for that one, you're off. First one could have been a yellow. Second one was a shirt pull, so definitely could have been a yellow. Pat Roberts in the book. Which foul? Or the accumulation of both. Could have been booked for either of them. Jared. I live in Florida, USA and wish to watch an EFL derby live before an old man. Any Rex outside the Premier League? Yeah, send me an email, Jared, and we'll sort you tickets when you're over. You can find my email on the channel. In comes a free kick from Coventry into the near post. Dangerous one. Cleared out, though. Recycled to Sakamoto. He's on the left foot. He can shoot from here. He dinks it into the back stick. Oh, he should have left it, but there's a chance for Rudoni. Blocked out. Oh, there was two arriving there on the back stick. One from a standing jump, one a runner. And it was the standing jump that headed it. If the runner, I think it was Sheaf arriving, could have headed that. That was a real big chance. Oh, goodness me. We've had an off-the-ball clash here. And the yellow card is out again. Referee Madeley has really got his work cut out here. He's refereeing the game that's in front of him. It's a spicy game. You'll get some buffoons tell you, oh, referee's losing control just because he brings out a few yellows. He's not. I think it was Thomas who headed it, with Sheaf arriving behind him. Just wouldn't fall there. You'd say he could defend him. What happens for this yellow card then? Thomas just shoves him over. Yeah, it's definitely yellow, isn't it? Bobby Thomas goes in the book. He's been absolutely fine. Yeah, people will say they see the yellows coming out, but he's refereeing the game that is unfolding in front of him. The drama. You love to see it. 4 cards already. Will there be a red at some point, Conrad? Lots of people suggest there may be. Neil, don't know what he was trying to do there, but Enzo Lefay sticks his arms up and says, I was open. Give me the ball. Thomas. He's in the book. So is Sheaf. So is Isidore. So is Roberts. Last 5 minutes, very much Coventry gaining control in territory here. Isidore goes early to Mayenda. Wilson does really well there, comes out and just cushions it very calmly into Ben Sheaf in central midfield. Sheaf is far less calm, the excellent central midfielder, than his keeper there. Easy one for Sirkin to clear. Desmond in yellow cards. Evening, Paul. Lovely to see you, matey. I am fine and dandy. The man flu is in about day 8 now, which is ridiculous. Oh, Mayenda's beaten his man. The tackle doesn't carry Mayenda into the box. Oh, too many touches. There was a real limp, flaky tackle in there. And Mayenda looks at it with the dribbling tonight. Second occasion. There's a brilliant run earlier in the game where he generated a shot out of nowhere. And here comes a Coventry transition. Right. V's O'Neill. Van Evik back to right. Right crosses it. Oh, it's gone to the back stick. Rudoni. In it goes Sakamoto over the bar. Rudoni didn't quite get hold of the cross. It bounces. Sakamoto's kind of falling. Oh, Rudoni just waits too long here. It comes to him. Touch. Hit it. Bang. Lets it bounce one more. Kicks it into the ground and behind Sakamoto. Rudoni's been in such hot form there. Poor technique on that one. Sakamoto can't do a lot with that. Rudoni could have done more, I think. Frank Lampard knows that, doesn't he? Better than we do. Frank on the touchline there. I think any of these managers just think, why do I do this? Why do I do this job? Especially Frank. He's loaded, isn't he? But hey, I learned a few years ago, who am I to tell anybody what is meaningful to them in their life? If you want the stress of being a football manager, to be fair, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Sheaf wins a free kick. Takes it early into the channel. He's giving it away again, Sheaf. Needs to look after the ball a little bit more, like his mate Grimes does. For the love of the game. The love of the game. Well, absolutely. We all know that, don't we? And we thank them for it because we love the game too, hey? Bellingham. Turn that round the corner to Neil, who can drive forward now. Ahead of Sheaf. Little slip ahead of him. Neil still carrying this. Neil onto Isidore. Back to Neil. All tries to slip in Sirkin. Unlucky. Sakamoto's in there. Coventry can counter now. Rudoni has got Mason Clark. Oh, good ball. Mason Clark now into the box on the left-hand side. He's only got right ahead of him. Rudoni overlap. Can't sort his feet out. Just didn't quite have the zip in the counter-attack they needed there. And you thought when it was Mason Clark running onto it, oh, here you go. Just knock it out of your feet and just go for it. Make this result in a cross or a shot. But now here comes Sunderland the other way. Lefay, Mayenda into the box again. Mayenda drills the shot, blocked. And they do look scared every time Mayenda dribbles. You see the Coventry defenders just back away every time. They know he's the hot hand carrying the ball there. Less of a kind of sort of tight, tricky dribbler like Lefay does at a slightly slower tempo. Mayenda's just doing it all on the sprint. Very difficult to defend against. 38-22. Absolute knife edge this one on. Next goal, first goal is massive, isn't it? If Coventry score it, what does that do to the stadium? What does that do to the confidence? There goes the crossing back stick, headed down Rudoni. Oh, what a chance. He's poked it over the bar. If he just gets a stud on that, rather than a full poke, he scores, doesn't he? I'm not saying he did a lot wrong. Oh. Sakamoto, excellent. Crosses back stick. Offside line's fine. Headed down. Oh, dear. He just needs to miss kick that, doesn't he? I'm going to say it. It's more difficult to miss than to score there. Just get your sole of your foot on that. Direct it goalwards and you've scored. He gets too much of a contact on it, doesn't he, Rudoni? Well worked by Coventry. First time we've seen Wright actually use his physicality and win the battle there. Notice he had to pull back onto one of the fullbacks to do it. And good chance that for Rudoni. Patterson's gone down injured. I think he's collateral in that. They're looking at his right shoulder. I was too busy looking at the ball, to be fair, so I didn't see whether Rudoni caught Patterson. I assume he did. Sub-keeper there, Simon Moore, who's a former Coventry keeper, isn't he? Yeah. Played, in fact, 42 games. God, look at that for a championship career. Cardiff for 3 seasons. Sheffield United for 4 seasons. Coventry for 2, and now Sunderland. Simon Moore. Probably comes a good time. A little reset for Sunderland. Yeah, Coventry are knocking. Patterson is okay. And if he's clever and everybody does it, that was a tactical break. And we hope he's okay. And we'll add a couple of minutes stoppage on for half time. Exactly, Rich. The break is needed by Sunderland. It wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility if Patterson was told to stay down there, get us a break here. Let's have a little reset. Everybody does it. Until you introduce my real-time stop clock, things like that will never change. 68-32 possession to Coventry. 4 shots to 1 now. They are starting to gain control. But as we said in terms of playoffs and tournament football, Bristol City had control for the first 15 minutes in that second leg yesterday. Here comes Sunderland. Lefay crosses in. De Silva clears unconvincingly right-footed. Back out to Lefay. A throw in to Sunderland. But yeah, the point I was going to make is control's no good when you're chasing a deficit in tournament football. You've got to score. And I never like being completely reductive and just boiling the game purely down to goals. But we are now coming in to the third quarter of a two-legged tie, providing it doesn't go to extra time. And it's all done if Coventry don't score. Simon Moore played for all playoff teams. What a great shout. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Outstanding. Good stat, that. Write that down for your trivia question. Which Championship 24-25 player represented all 4 teams that ended up in the playoffs? Answer: Sunderland reserve goalkeeper Simon Moore. No one will get that right as well. If you ask me that in 3 weeks' time, I will not get that right. It's a classic quiz question, that one. I'll see if I can test Sam Parkin on that one when we do the Championship check-in podcast. We're supposed to be speaking tomorrow, actually. I need to book in a recording with the big man. Here comes Mason Clark towards the corner flag for Coventry. Tries to play it back up the line to De Silva. Roberts gets a foot on it. Odds on Pat Roberts being the first guy to be substituted out of this game in the second half. Winger on a yellow card whilst the team's defending the lead. You know he's getting subbed off at some point, don't you? Here's Thomas. Bit of space for him. Good carry by Thomas out to Sakamoto. Sakamoto. Ooh, cross cut back by Van Evik. And here comes a Sunderland counter again. Mayenda carry. Tries to put it on to Isidore. And they haven't been as slick and ruthless and brutal with the finishing as they were the other night, Sunderland. You can see where the openings are going to come. Foul on Rodoni by Sirkin. That won't be yellow, I don't think. What is the card count so far? Is it still 4? I think it's 2 yellows apiece, isn't it? Rodoni. Coventry growing into it. Can they get a goal before half-time? They've got 40 seconds, but it's probably going to be enough stoppage time to launch a couple of attacks. And here comes one of them. It's a corner. Remember, Coventry have scored tons of headed goals this season. Kitching, Rodoni, Thomas, Sheaf, Wright. Some big lads in there. Can they get a good delivery? It's Grimes taking it, so they should do. Here it comes, left-footed. Back stick, headed away by Mayenda. Van Evik. Sakamoto. Comes back on the left foot, bends it. In swinger, big header out. Ballard. He's great in the first leg, wasn't he? De Silva. They're coming again here, Coventry. 3-minute stoppage time, by the way. We played 20 seconds. Crossing position left, and it goes! Oh, massive chance. Headed down into the ground by Jack Rodoni. To be fair, there's a Coventry player right in front of him. Probably puts him off. Rodoni finds those spaces so well. It was Kitching, wasn't it, in front of him? Good cross by De Silva. I think they're all onside. Poor header by Rodoni, who's been so good with arriving and headed goals, hasn't he? Trying to head it down, but not straight down, and then bouncing up and over the bar. 2 to go of minimum stoppage time. And Sunderland will be 45 minutes from Wembley. Lefay fizzes that backwards to O'Neill, who took it well. It's turned over again, though. Here's Sheaf for Coventry. Rodoni, who's been very productive, hasn't he? Lots of the ball, Jack Rodoni. It's a foul on Mason Clark over on the left wing. No? He's giving it the other way. Mason Clark says, what is that? He fouled me. I thought so too. Am I wrong? Oh, he's given it for handball, hasn't he? So he obviously thought it wasn't a foul by Roberts, and Mason Clark lands on the ball and handles it. Free kick the other way. There's Coventry fans pictured on Sky up in the rafters. It's all a little bit tense, isn't it? And they don't want to run themselves into the ground in the first half, because this could go the distance. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. Michael Bolton. Tarzan? No, that's Phil Collins. What song is that film at Disney? Hercules? Any Michael Bolton aficionados in? What a voice. Ballard clears. Michael Bolton didn't love a ballad. He loved a ballad, though. Sorry. It's just shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And on that note, it is half time. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. It's been very, very tense. Very intense. Very frantic. A bit stop-start. It's got a bit spicy. A bit narky. Hasn't it? What do the stats say? I mean, the stats are with Coventry, but it's not like we're sitting here saying, oh, Coventry are playing really well. If they continue like this, they're going to get their goal and take it to extra time. It's like, no, Sunderland have still got a big, big dog in the fight here in terms of that if it stays the same, can they shut Coventry out for the 90? And they've qualified then, haven't they? 66-34 on the possession. 0.91 to 0.19 on the XG. I'm guessing Rodoni's header, possibly. Yeah, 0.70. Oh, it's a massive chance. Rodoni's chance going in there. 6 shots to 4. Only 1 apiece on target. And I mean, if you distill it down to 2 stats, which you shouldn't ever really, should you? But it's 0-0 at half time and each side has had 1 shot on target. Regardless of the other stuff, you'd say if you're a Sunderland fan, okay, would have taken that at half time. You're not crumbling under a kind of wave after wave of sky blue pressure. It's beautifully poised. I don't know, does Lampard have a Hail Mary here? Because the only time Coventry have broken through has been in that emotive state in the CBS, like a minute after Sunderland scored in the first game. Otherwise, for 135 minutes, they've not really, looked attacking-wise very potent, have they, Coventry? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Let me read some comments, actually. Cov just need 1 and it's a different game. It's different. I mean, you're totally right, Nick. You're totally right. But what if they don't get the 1? Do you know what I mean? I agree that if they get that goal, Coventry, that messes with both teams' psychology, doesn't it? in a good way for one and a bad way for the other. But there's still the high... You can't bank on Coventry getting the goal at the moment, can you? Mostly, Sheaf and Wright are poor again. Are they poor? I don't know. Are they bossing the game? No. So I think I agree with the kind of principle of what you're saying there, mate. Conrad, Sunderland even closer to Wembley, 45 left. I mean, if Regis Lebris can focus his players to say 1 45-minute clean sheet and you're in the final. You're at Wembley, you're one game from the Premier League. Charlie, Coventry have been patient. They need to be clinical. They're going to get the chances. Are they clinical enough? I don't know about this. I don't know if they need to tweak something. I don't know. You tell me. Sunderland feel like they're parking it already a little bit. Less so than the first game, Liam. They have got a little bit more spring in their press, haven't they? But, I mean, if you're asking me which team's sitting more than the other, well, it is Sunderland. Yeah, I agree with you there. Lots of confirmation for Hercules and Michael Bolton there. But to look beyond the glory. I can't do the Michael Bolton voice. My great uncle played in goal for Coventry many years ago. Happy days. What was his name? Sadie. Tremendous stuff. Coventry need to start pushing up and getting some shots in. I mean, it can actually be that simple, can't it? You know, actually work the keeper from the edge of the box because they're very intent on getting the ball wide and crossing it or playing right through. So, yeah, maybe so. Coventry seem frustrated to me. Can't get their foot ahead. Whose bench is the strongest? Oh, Rich. There's nothing in it. There's absolutely nothing in it, is there? Mundell might be a game changer because he's pretty like for Mahendra Orisador, isn't he, up top? But then could Coventry just throw in Sims and Thomas Asante and just have a massively attacking 4-2-3-1 where basically the front three or four of them are all strikers? Any more for any more? Dan, that's gone better than I expected. It's on an absolute knife edge, isn't it? Brilliant stuff. I'm here watching the game. Lampard needs to tweak the tactics. What tweak, though, Kevin? Let me know. What's he going to do? Or does he wait for the red card? Are Sunderland going to be lulled into a red card? I wonder. If I was going to make a change, would it be Sheaf for Sims? I mean, that would certainly be an attacking one. I guess that would see... could go 4-4-F in 2, but you'd probably have to drop Rudoni into sort of a central midfield position then. But, hey, you got to go for it, haven't you? You got to go for it. Right. Here you go. Where is Jack Marriott now, Lewis? Wrexham? Is that right? On a dark Suffolk morning. What a bona fide copper bottom smash hit banger, that one, JG. Sorry, the high XG chance wasn't a header for Rudoni. It was the one poked where he got too much on it. Liam, to be honest, I think the winner of this one wins promotion. Sydney Young, absolutely tremendous. Sadie, legacy, football, heritage. You love to see it. Right, last one from Liam there. Coventry had the possession. Sunderland looking more dangerous on the break. Long way to go. Right, I'm going to take a break. We're going to call... Oh, there you go. There's a spoiler alert. You can see all the mess in my room behind the graphic. I didn't mean to click that, did I? I meant to click that, so that would disappear. We're going to see you in 5 minutes. Go make a cup of tea. I think I am going to do a coffee. I know you lot tell me off for having such high proportions of caffeine so late at night. But in the words of Daniel Bedingfield, I've got to get through this. I've got to make it through. Say, I'm going to get through this. I need a coffee. Oh, there's the great Kevin Phillips on TV. Be still, my beating heart. What a player. Right, let's go to a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Go and get yourself a cup of tea, a coffee, a wine, a beer, an orange juice, a Pepsi Max, a Diet Coke, a glass of water, whatever floats your boat, whatever's going to get you through a very bloody tense 45 minutes of football coming up for these 22 players, 2 managers and staff. Back in 5. Welcome back, everybody. Half time. It is Sunderland 0, Coventry 0 on the night. So it is Sunderland 2, Coventry 1 on aggregate. Therefore, Sunderland are 45 minutes from qualifying for Wembley 2025. Really tense first half. Honestly, it can only get more tense from this point now. And there's a point where Frank Lampard and Joe Edwards are going to have to throw the Hail Mary. And then those of us who are neutrals here, sorry to the Sunderland and Coventry fans who will be watching through their fingers, watching through your fingers. We're going to be blooming loving it because it's going to be a dramatic playoff night. Potentially, could it go the distance, extra time? We need a Coventry goal for that to happen. If Sunderland can keep a clean sheet, they are at Wembley. Cheers, Ben was belting out Michael Bolton through half-time. Tell me, how am I supposed? Oh, he sings like in a different stratosphere, doesn't he? Just in the clouds somewhere. Michael Bolton, everybody. I was going to ask for a like spike, but if you don't like Michael Bolton, you're probably going to unlike the video now. But we've got 136 likes. So we can get up to 150. You've got 11 seconds to hit thumbs up button wherever you're watching on Twitter or on YouTube. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for your massive support. That's already gone up to 146. We are closing in, but that is the tip of the iceberg. Some wonderful kindness in the first half. Look at these super chats. Nick, Liam, Kev, Dan, John, Lee, Ben, Wenlock, Steve, Sam, Steve times 2, Led Zepp, Tuna with the membership gift, and Alan with a super chat, and Steve in there again with a membership. Absolutely humbling, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Really, really appreciated everybody. And that takes us into kickoff for the second half. I'll reset the teams in just a second. The only thing I can guarantee, can't guarantee you anything other than it's going to get a lot more tense. With or without goals, let's just say. Sunderland 0, Coventry 0 on the night. Sunderland 2, Coventry 1 on aggregate. Sunderland are heading for a meet with Sheffield United down at Wembley. I will be there on the 24th. Really, really looking forward to it. Hopefully, see some of you down there too. Right, let's reset the teams. Obviously, no subs, given what knife edge we're on at half-time. Mason Clark gets bumped there. Does he win a free kick? He does. He's held onto the ball this time and hasn't been penalised for handball. And this will be one that Grimes can probably swing in, or De Silva with the left foot. Your teams, guys. Sunderland, Patterson, Hume, Sirkin, Ballard, O'Neill, Roberts, Lefay, Neil, Bellingham, Mayenda, Isidore. For Coventry, Wilson, De Silva, Van Evik, Thomas, Kitching, Grimes, Sheaf, Sakamoto, Mason Clark, Rodoni, and Wright. Here comes the delivery. Oh, it's a big header up by Ballard again. We've said that a number of times during this 180. Maybe switch the predictions from goals to cards. Where are we with cards now? Isidore, Roberts, Thomas, Sheaf. It's been 4 for a while. I don't want to tempt fate and say this after what we've seen at Leyton Orient, but referee's had a good game tonight, hasn't he? Thus far. Never seen us win a final. Yeah, Sheffield United don't win finals, do they? But they got another chance on the 24th. Ballard wins that very high up the pitch. He's a strong bugger, Ballard, isn't he? Where was he? Arsenal? Blackpool? Millwall? Sunderland? Is that the route for Ballard? I think it is. May have missed a loan team out there. Definitely Arsenal, wasn't he? Right, I'm doing it. I'm going to do another coffee. Simply because we are going to be moving over to the Sportsman YouTube show with Gab Sutton. Possibly Simon Lillibridge going to be there as well. See how Coventry do first. Then comes across from the right by Van Evik. Easy gather by Patterson on the near post. To be fair, that's how they scored in the first leg, wasn't it? Van Evik in that position, crossing to Rodoni to head in. Mason Clark's in there. It's an easy one for Anthony Patterson. Yeah, come and join us on the Sportsman show immediately after this stream finishes. We'll get Gab's take. Always well-read Gab all the way down the EFL. I'll talk on an even keel on the Championship, but League One and League Two, he's your man. Very knowledgeable Gab. And a regular on the... into the box goes Wright, who hits the deck. And I'm sure there's going to be Sunderland fans behind that goal saying, you booked Isidore. Did Wright dive? Could it just been a coming together? I never agree with people say, well, book him for diving then. I don't think it's a penalty, is it? I mean, if it is a foul, it's outside the area. There's the tiniest little shove in the back. I think he's possibly got it right. No foul, no dive. You tell me in the comments. But yeah, I think just outside, wouldn't it have been anyway? Posh coffee, hey? You like that, Sadie? Look at that. It just looks posh because it's in a... These glass cups, though, they're a game changer. They get cool like 100 times quicker than like ceramic cups. The chat has spoken. They think Wright dived. And probably would have booked him. I always give the player the benefit of the doubt on getting a yellow card for simulation. I know it can still be contact and a dive, but if there's hands on the back, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Play on. No foul, no dive, move on. But I get it. All opinions allowed in the chat. Here comes Kitching into the box. Oh, what a run by Kitching. Bellingham's there on the cover. He's a good defender, Bellingham, actually, isn't he? He's just a blooming good athlete, isn't he? Oh, that's good. Cheers, everybody. I try and say it every video. It is an absolute privilege to watch these games with you guys in the comments. I'm so lucky. I know I've worked hard to, do this for years, but you guys are great and it's so fun. Honestly, I'd be watching anyway, wouldn't I? And I can tell the missus that I'm working now. Oh, Grimes to the edge of the box with a corner. Everything seemed to stop there. Sakamoto drove it in. Van Evik sticks that one wide of the post. How good a chance was that for Sakamoto? No one came out to close him down there. Yeah. There's just a massive crowd to hit it through. Right, here's a good angle for Van Evik. My instinct is he missed by quite a lot. Did he? Yes, he did. It's miles wide. And if it's on target, Ballard's headering it away anyway. Oh, you lot are the best, Jim. Pleasure is ours. Thank you. Nick, privileged to watch. Oh, you're too kind. No need to thank us. You are too kind, guys. And there you go, Blade. Cheers all. £2 on the super chat. Cheers to all of you. Brilliant. I love it. It's like watching a game in the pub with your mates, but there's no idiots there. Fantastic. Here is Roberts down the right. My bet for the first player to get substituted in this one. Booted across the pitch. And it's going to be a throw in to Coventry. Sky are now going around watching lots of people biting their nails in the audience. Crowd terraces. Thomas. Kitching. Mason Clark. Oh, Hume dives in there. I was going to say he beats Hume, but Hume, yeah, and then silly after that. He's chasing his tail. Makes the foul. Mason Clark started the second half well, hasn't he? Mundle on, Roberts off. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, Danny. Best YouTuber. Oh, it's math. I mean, there's some competition there. Very, very kind. Even a big part of my life helped me through the hardest time. That's the ridiculous thing, Charlie, is that I see people and they say that to me and you're like, that's ridiculous. But if it has, fantastic. Thank you so much. All hail, Benjamin Bloom. I can't really agree to that, else that makes me a bit of a megalomaniac. But thank you, Ryan. Free kick goes in from Grimes. Good delivery. Someone hits the deck on the back stick there. Bobby Thomas doesn't really appeal. Watching the Eurovision Song Contest very nicely. Any Michael Bolton or Daniel Bedingfield like songs? That's been our soundtrack tonight. Tackles flying in everywhere. In this one, what's not to like? Supports best team. I have very, very good taste in football teams, right? Actually, yeah. Except our team was rubbish for about 20 years, wasn't it? But there you go. Gavin, do you think a Premier League team will go after Joe Bellingham with Sunderland? Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, Premier League or a French top team, German top team, Turkish, Spanish, wherever. Yeah. Good player with a very attractive name as well. Is Roberts down the right for Sunderland. Oh, Roberts reverse ball. Hume crosses low. Two players arriving there. Sakamoto and Sirkin, I think, both go down. Kind of tepid penalty shout there. I didn't think it was a penalty, but I'll wait and see the replay. Lefay. Roberts crosses left-footed. Blocked by Rudoni. Good from Sunderland. And watch the clock, guys. 35 minutes. And they're in the playoff final. Yeah, definite no penalty there. Just ran in together and both fall down. Sakamoto. In fact, if the foul was going to be given, it probably would have gone the other way. But I'm not seeing there is a foul there. Last I read, Dortmund are after him. Well, there you go. Following in the footsteps. Corner goes in. Big header out by Thomas. Brilliant. Thomas and Ballard arriving there. Boof. Couple of heavyweights there. Dortmund and Leipzig looking at Bellingham. Sunderland 0, Coventry 0. It is 2-1 on aggregate to the Black Cats. Sunderland are headed for Wembley. Clock ticking for Coventry. Us neutrals want drama. Drama, please. No extra time. Drama without extra time works for me. Grimes out to De Silva. Grimes. De Silva. Grimes crosses left-footed. High one. Sakamoto tries to bring it down. Does brilliantly to keep it in. Or not. And there's the issue with the advertising hoardings being so close. Sakamoto crashes into them, but he is okay. (69-31) on the possession to Cov. Touches in the final third, or passes completed 24-7, but they need a goal. Stating the pleading obvious, I know. When and how do Frank Lampard and Joe Edwards shake this up? Because they're going to need to. Is that allowed, Simon? One more espresso. Well, if you think about it, extra time basically means penalties. It's never just half an hour. It's another 40 minutes, isn't it? And then 30, 35 minutes with Simon and Gab on the Sportsman afterwards. So I'm like doing another hour and 10 minutes if they can't sort this out in 180. So yeah, I think that deserves another espresso. Maybe I'll have a decaf. I'll just never sleep, won't I? I'll be climbing the walls. Oh, switch of play. Now they're... Oh, as Isidore touched that on, it's a really good ball. Lefay arriving. Lefay crosses low. Isidore misses his kick. Roberts arriving edge of the box. Roberts hits the shot low. Oh. Really opened up there. Isidore did get the ball out wide. Wasn't the most helpful pass. I wondered, should he have taken a touch to give Lefay a friendlier ball there? He couldn't do a lot with that, Lefay, the way it arrived to him. Horrible shot by Roberts. And wide it went. Lampard and Edwards probably discussing exactly what we've been saying. They'll have a plan, won't they, of, right, if we're at 60 or 65, whatever the number is, what's the break? It's probably Ellis Sims, to be fair, isn't it? What's the play? De Silva pops it in, cleared by O'Neill. Grimes, nice ball up the line. Mason Clark, who's had a good-looking second half, hasn't he? Efron crosses that one in. Ballard again, winning his 5,000th aerial in this playoff semi-final. It's a corner for Coventry. This is great stuff, isn't it? So tense, guys, and it's only going to get tenser. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. If you like tournament football, this will be right up your street. Grimes is going to pop this corner in. And it goes near post, headed out by Neil. It's back with Van Evik, who does not underhit that back pass. Poor fella. Must be right in his own head when he gets in that position. Huge kick forward by Wilson. Wright loses out the 1v1. Foul by Matt Grimes on Wilson Isidore. It didn't look too clever. Grimes is keeping his back turned on the ref. And I don't think referee Madeley's going to book him. I think he was a bit blindsided by that. It was in his peripheral. Let me see a replay before I tell you whether or not it's a yellow card. Yeah, Sky are plugging the playoff final on May 24th with no timings. So, yeah, we are still in the dark about kickoff time on the 24th. Let's put that to the chat there, Robert. What's your call on Lampard's subs? What will he do? He's got to do something soon, hasn't he? We're at 60 now, coming up 61. There's a goal or two on the Coventry bench. Well, if it's on the bench, they need to get it on the pitch now, because no one on the pitch has scored in 61 minutes of this. And only one goal for Coventry across now 150 minutes out of 180. Just to reiterate, the bench for Coventry: Collins, Bidwell, Latibodier, Binks, but the real game changers, Allen, and then Patterson, Ecclesmore, a central midfielder, Thomas Asante. It looks like Sims would be the guy, wouldn't it? Can you go to a front two system and be direct? I don't know. Is it that straightforward? Is it that simple? Sometimes football's less complicated than we need it to be. Isidore nearly got on that, and Roberts was clear, but he went the other way. Nice work by Sheaf. Lefay's cruising for a yellow card, pulling like that, but Sheaf doesn't hit the deck. Van Evik back to Thomas. Good stuff. Kitching tries to find Mason Clark. It looks like Pat Roberts has been told by Regis Labrise, get goal side of Mason Clark. He's getting too much joy now. Here's Sakamoto down the right. Sakamoto overlap Van Evik. Another corner for Coventry. 6 corners now for Cov. 0.96 on the XG, 8 shots, 0 goals. They're knocking, but they're not scored yet. In comes the corner. Oh, Patterson under the bar. It's going to go loose and Sunderland are going to clear. Horrible clearance. Fortunately, Van Evek miscontrolled it. Could have fed it straight back in if he'd managed to get his foot behind that one. Crossed in. Luke O'Nien heads that one up in the air. Thomas flicks that one on. Hadji right in the box. Slips. I think he's given a foul against Wright, has he? Sakamoto headed it on, then Thomas. Wright chests it down, slips. Well, he didn't foul O'Neill, he just slipped over. So, yeah, that wouldn't be the right decision if he has given a foul. Which is probably the point Frank Lampard is making. Yeah, it just wasn't a foul, was it? But the refs had a good game. Let's keep calm. 64 on the clock. Sunderland, 26 minutes plus stoppage time away from Wembley. I remember being at the Luton Huddersfield semi-final a few years back. 1-1 from the first leg. Tit for tat second game. And I think maybe 10 minutes from the end, Jordan Rose scored. Killer goal. Match winner. And look, if Sunderland score now, game over, isn't it? Coventry struggling to score 1. 2 would feel improbable. Here's Ballard for Sunderland. Hume. Neil to 09. Neil playing deep in a similar way to Grimes, but he's a bit less of a quarterback, more of a spare centre-half, isn't he? Oh, nicely worked inside for Mayenda, who can now dribble towards the box, into the box. Mayenda tries to put the cross in, deflected out, corner. Mayenda trying to amp up the Sunderland crowd. One particular lad got very amped up, so fair play, Mayenda. Whose dribbling, I guess, is going to be the key feature of this whole tie, given the decisive goal is scored by him dribbling in, rounding the keeper at the end of the first leg. He's carried the ball very nicely tonight as well. It's going to be a corner for Sunderland. Lefay goes short, receives it back. Lefay knocks it to the edge of the box. A 9 crosses in, volleyed goalwards. Good strike, good save by Hume. And this is where the Coventry fans will probably be disappointed, because now with that effort on goal, you're almost like all that possession Coventry have had, and that's probably the closest anyone's come to scoring in the second half. Sunderland making a good chance there from a well-worked set play. Good strike, good save. And you know, that's where the disparity between possession control and effectiveness lies. In goes the corner. Big header out by Thomas. Near post volley back in. Grimes clears. And we have stopped. Don't know what's going on here. Joe Bellingham and Wilson Isidore are there. Sky cameras didn't catch that. Kitching and Thomas were there. Don't know, some off-the-ball nonsense happened there. Cameras haven't seen it. We'll get a look in a minute. Yellow cards out again. Remember, Thomas is in the book. He's got to be careful. Sheaf is in the book. Joe Bellingham looks like he's going to get booked. Much to his disappointment. Right, we're going to get a look at this now. It's Bellingham and Wilson. I'm not sure why Bellingham would get booked and Wilson would not get booked. Look very tit for tat there. It's like Bellingham fell on Wilson, kind of deliberately stayed on top of him. Wilson threw him off. Oh, there you go. Fair play. Ref's been good tonight, hasn't he? My argument there is if he's booking Bellingham, he probably needs to book Wilson as well, and that is exactly what he did. Goalkeeper is rattled. You will do when you have a grown man lay on top of you and refuse to get off, hey? That's frustration. No need for Bellingham to get involved, really. And we're going into spicy mode again. It was like this in the first half, wasn't it? I think Dan Ballard is down now as well. Pressure, tension, ramping up. Absolutely. Is this a good time for Lampard to make his change then? Being we've kind of got a natural-ish break in the game. With all the shenanigans going on at the moment. We're looking at the benches. Not seeing anybody getting ready. Although Coventry, one of the staff just filled something in. So maybe we are going to get a substitute from Coventry, or you'd expect it to be a double. Possibly. Yeah, Eccles is going to come in. Is that going to be the only one? We will find out. So yeah, I think we're up to 6 yellow cards there. Bellingham essentially getting booked for laying on top of Ben Wilson and not getting off. Wilson getting booked for either throwing him off or both of them getting booked for shoving each other. I don't know. They're in the book. We're up to 6 yellow cards in this one. De Silva around the corner. Nice feet. Coventry building down the left. Mason Clark, who's looked their biggest threat in my humble opinion. Van Evik. Sakamoto. Oh, Sakamoto, nice feet. Crossing position for Van Evik. In it goes, headed out by Hume on the cover. And Sunderland defended so well in this tie. Rudoni's trying to sprint in there. It's good goalkeeping from Patterson. We've seen penalties conceded from that position where keeper comes what seems to be blindside. Striker knows exactly where he is, just waits for a touch. Stands in the way, gets nobbled. Penalty. Bosh. Let's get a few reds out. Could kick off any minute, I think. If it's still 0-0 and we're in the last 2 minutes, then someone's probably going, aren't they? We shall see. A bit of a lucky one down the line for Sunderland there, although Van Evik jumps and clears. Left-footed. Grimes. Kitching. Thomas. Possession for Coventry still up at 64% in this game. Given away, though, by Kitching. And charging forward comes Dan Neal. Ball outside to Roberts. Roberts on the right wing up against 2. Can he get in the box? Nearly. Well defended by Thomas. Easy clearance for Coventry. De Silva. Sheaf. Mason Clark. Don't lose it there, matey. I think he's conceded the throw in there. .72 on the clock. Right, Eccles is coming in. If you wanted the big striker on, you ain't getting it. It's a very subtle substitution from Frank Lampard. Ben Sheaf, the captain, is going out. Eccles comes in. What does that give Coventry they didn't already have? A slightly more attacking central midfielder? I don't know. It's subtle. We said football isn't often as simple as put as many strikers on as you can, but look, if it works, Lampard's going to look very clever. If not, people are going to say that is too subtle. Although here comes Hadji Wright running the channel. Hadji Wright into the box. Well followed by Ballard, the two giants there. Oh, knocked back shot came in from Eccles. Well blocked out. What a start that would have been. They could have steered that one in the net. Sunderland back into their defensive shape that they've been in for the majority of this tie. And things get more and more tense as we tick towards full time. 16.5 plus stoppage time. If Sunderland don't concede, they are through. If Sunderland draw, they are through. If Coventry score, we are going to extra time. Thomas. Van Evik. Sunderland haven't gone to the bench yet. Fair play. Labrise obviously thinks his team's locked in and defending well, and he's not messing with it. He's riding out what he's got. Will tiredness, though, affect them in this last 15? Sakamoto crosses in near post, left-footed, cleared away. Kitching. Thomas. Van Evik to the byline. Nicks it in. Are they going to clear their line? Sunderland, yes. Which I'm sure is greeted by a big roar from the patrons in the SOL. Grimes. Kitching. Grimes. Sakamoto. Rudoni runs off him. Good run. Over on the right wing. He's found that pocket a lot during the game. Reverse ball to Van Evik's a good one as well. Van Evik crosses. Right arriving Mason Clark. And there is the equalising goal in the tie. We are going to extra time as things stand. I've said Ephron Mason Clark has been Coventry's most likely player to break through in the second half, and he gets the goal. Really well worked down the right-hand side, and it is cushioned in. And that goal changes everything. It is 2-2 on aggregate. Sunderland 0, Coventry 1. Get your thoughts in the comments. Wow. Well, I've praised Trey Hume all night, but Mason Clark just nips in front of him there. Van Evik gets his second assist of the tie from a right-hand side cross, and it is 2-2 on aggregate. Wow. There you go. Late night for Ben incoming. You knew it, didn't you? There you go. Wow. Sunderland 0. Coventry 1. We're going to extra time, guys. Mason Clark nicking a vital equalising goal. But here is a Sunderland set play. Limbs in the Coventry end there. They are really appreciative, as you can imagine, of that one. 76 minutes in. Wow. Left it late. Now are they favourites? I don't know. What does that do to the psyche of this game? Set play goes in. Edge of the box. Shanked over by Dennis Sirkin. Anyone's game now. Floodgates have opened. Don't you believe it? Don't you believe it? All those head in hands behind the goal. Suddenly it being 4:30 a.m. in Hong Kong is less painful. Goodness me. 13 to go. Will Sunderland now go to the bench, do you think? Thomas with the back pass. Wilson took a couple of steps back and you kind of see that rolling towards the empty goal. Goodness me. Lefay is going in the book. That is the 7th yellow card of the night. Just gave it away. A little kick at Eccles after he slipped over Lefay. Takes the yellow card. Love your analysis of the EFL. Thank you, Platinum Wolf. Very, very kind. Bench time for penalty takers. Oh, into the box is Sakamoto. He knocks it off. All poked through by Rudoni. Can Wright keep it in? No, he can't. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, I'm sure the penalty takers are going to be minute 110 probably rather than minute 78. Coventry, of course, now look the more likely, don't they? Sunderland playing nervous now. Yeah, it does switch around that way, doesn't it? Goodness me. Neil. And in the Championship this season, Coventry ranked 3rd for goals after 76 minutes and 2nd for goals after 90 minutes. My goodness. They've got form, although a lot of those late wins have been at the CBS. But still, they know the road. And it looks like the tension in the stadium has just amped up massively with the away team grabbing the equalising goal in the tie. This is so tense, isn't it? Oh, the playoffs, everybody. Chris Rigg is going to come in. He's just getting some instructions off the iPad. You'd imagine for Lefay or Roberts, who've both been yellow carded. Mason Clark, the goal scorer, who we said had looked impactful in the second half. Rudoni. Grimes swings it in left-footed, headed out. Hume heads away. 50-50 there. Mayenda leaves one on Thomas. Don't think he's going to go in the book for that. Who wants it then? I'll tell you in either 10, 40 or 50 minutes, eh? Crossed in by Mason Clark. Easy gather by Patterson. O'Neill knocks it in to Bellingham. Bellingham out to Hume. Did he just fall asleep for that goal? Mason Clark just nipped in front of him. He's played well today. Just caught on his heels there. To be fair, after all the Sunderland lads have done a lot of defending across these two games, haven't they? Thus far. Here's Grimes. 8 plus stoppage time to go. Still no subs, by the way, for Sunderland. There's one in the channel for Wright, who's fouled his man, surely. Luke O'Neill. winning the free kick. And here comes Chris Rigg. And very interestingly, Wilson Isidore is coming out, which feels almost a defensive substitution, doesn't it? In terms of Rigg's sort of an attacking midfield type. And Isidore's a striker. We'll see what he does. He could put Rigg on the left and play Lafay off Mayenda. He could play Rigg off Mayenda in a kind of 4-4, 1-1 shape. Patterson takes it long. Hooked forward. Roberts tries to win the header. Here's Rigg. Maybe it's more like a 4-2-3-1 in possession now. With Roberts, Lafay right, Rigg in the 10, Mayenda up front. There'll still be 4-4, effing 2 without the ball. Dynamic pool, thank you. Are they Aussie dollars? I hope Coventry or Sunderland beat Sheffield. There we go. Cross comes in. Ooh, it was Rigg arriving, wasn't it? His feet all askew. Ball goes up for throw-in. Thank you, Dynamic Pool, for your super chat. O'Neill. Neil. Ballard. Big switch of play by Hume. Looks like a good one. Chested down. It's going to be a handball though, isn't it? Serkin's a bit unlucky there. But he was always going to get whistled. I always knew Coventry v Sunderland would be nail-biting. Odds have gone 50-50 now. Does feel like coin flip of a game, doesn't it? My God. Less than 5 to go plus stoppage time. My God, it's tense as well, isn't it? Who's going to Wembley? Nobody for another 30 minutes if it stays like this. Sakamoto, Vanevic. Kitching, Thomas. Coventry look the more likely, don't they? Sakamoto. Turns back. Can he cross left-footed? You knew the first goal was going to be so vital in this one, didn't you? Coventry have got it. They had to wait until the 76th minute. There's a little clip over the top. Van Evick can't keep it in. He's the key man at the moment, isn't he? 2 assists. He set up both Coventry's goal in the tie for Rodoni and Mason Clark. And of course, his mistake led to Mayenda's goal at the end of leg 1 as well. Right, Sunderland are actually on the ball now. Feels like they haven't had it for the last 4 or 5 minutes. Lafay, Bellingham. O'Neill, back to Patterson. And now you just get the sense from the players that they know exactly how on a knife edge it is when you're basically 3 minutes from the end of the season. And if anyone makes a mistake, you're done. Ooh, helped up the line. Here comes Sirkin into the box. Just blocked out by Sakamoto. Well dealt with by Van Evik. Eccles clears. And Rudoni breaks down the right. He's done well there. Van Evik. Thomas. Eccles exchanges passes with Rudoni. Sadie, thank you so much, my darling. Thank you for keeping us entertained. It could be a long night. We knew, didn't we? We just knew it. The pure joy of the playoffs. Thank you so much, Sadie. Really kind on the super chat. When there's a chance of extra time and it's the playoffs, all half cleared edge of the box. I think Rig then helps it on. Yeah, when there's a chance of extra time, the playoffs often delivers extra time. Here comes Sakamoto, crosses to the edge of the box. De Silva chests it down. De Silva, shot drilled in. Oh, Sirkin gets a block. Lefay went to clear it. And the ball ends up trickling out for a Sunderland throw. And we are heading towards extra time. And let's be fair, extra time normally means penalties, doesn't it? There's a great Peter Reid, who looks as nervous as the rest of the Sunderland fans, doesn't he? Here's Patterson. O'Neill. How much stoppage time are we getting? 3, 4? Lazy hospital ball there. Allows Coventry possession. And sometimes a silly mistake like that means that the entire state of where stoppage time is going to be played changes. The ball just given away. Coventry will now move everybody up into the opposing half, and that can do wonders for putting pressure and territory on. Remember when Peter Reid was an advisor under Paul Cook? I do, yeah. What a guy. Peter Reid, that is. No, I love Cookie. Here is Grimes to Sakamoto. They've got a box full here, Coventry. Grimes side foots it in, given away. Grimes comes back to him, drills the shot, blocked. Oh, this is heart-stopping stuff now, isn't it? Fair play if you're a Coventry Sunderland fan in the chat. My God. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. God, I remember being at the final between Luton and Coventry, actually. I didn't support either team. I felt sick when they were taking penalties with nerves for the players. In comes the cross to the back six. De Silva's up there. It's going to be a goal kick, is it? No. De Silva was confident it was a corner. I think it is a corner. Oh, my goodness me. Corner with about 70 seconds to play for Coventry, which Grimes is going to pop in. In it goes left-footed. Ballard again for the 100th time heads it away. A minute to play. Grimes will cross again. Headed to the edge of the box again. Brilliant by Ballard. Mayenda's giving it away. De Silva edge of the box, trying to bustle his way through. They can't clear their lines here. Sunderland. This is literally painful. It's so nerve-wracking. My God. Oh, ball's gone out. It's Coventry throw. I think that's it. I think we're going to extra time. My goodness me, how tense is this? How tense is this? 20 seconds to go. Coventry is still attacking. Sakamoto crosses. Oh my God. Hadji right in the middle of the box. Heads it wide. Oh, what a chance. With 10 seconds of minimum stoppage time to go. Who does he jump with? Looks onside to me. What a chance. For once, they lose Ballard in the box. To be fair, Wright's coming at it from a really difficult angle. Would have had to have been a really clever guy, kind of guided, flicked header in. And that's actually going to be the last action of the game. My goodness me. We go into extra time. Sunderland 0, Coventry 1. I'm going to go and visit the little boys' room, make a decaf coffee. I'll set the timer for 5 minutes, but I will be back. Don't go anywhere. We are going to extra time. I'll try and be under 2 minutes, but it will come up as a 5-minute vid. Extra time on the way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We said it might be a late night, and we are into extra time. Efron Mason Clark in minute 76 means on the night in 90, it was Coventry winning 1-0 at the Stadium of Light here. I didn't say that in a terribly articulate way. Sunderland 0, Coventry 1 on the night, which means it is 2-2 on aggregate. We go to extra time, and you have to say that often means we are going to penalties tonight, because extra time can be so defensive and risk averse, can't it? Let me know your thoughts. What happens next? Looks like Romain Mundell is going to come into the game as a sub for Sunderland. So that should kind of put them back to the 4-4-2 shape that they were in. Obviously, Chris Rigg came in for Wilson Isidore towards the end of the 90. Otherwise, Coventry It's only one sub, and fair play to Frank Lampard. I said that was a subtle sub. It was all he needed. He's left himself 2 windows for subs and 4 substitutions, potentially. So, well done, Frank. It's almost like you're a football manager and I'm not. Pretty clever substitution, it looks like, in the end now. And we are about to go into extra time. In fact, we have kicked off. I'll bring back the first half timer and we'll use that. My poor aging computer is struggling to do that. And Coventry have immediately won a corner. And you do feel if it's not going to penalties, this one, Coventry are kind of the more likely, aren't they? I don't know. You tell me. So let me pop that back up there. So I'm just trying to sort the clock out for you. It's a corner for Coventry. We are 30 seconds into period 1 of extra time. Corner goes loose. De Silva back to Grimes. Grimes. Can he make room for the cross? No. Knocks it into Sakamoto. And how risk averse will this get? Extra time, more often than not, is highly about not losing. Coventry trying to attack though. Sakamoto towards the byline. Cross does go in the end. Headed away. Van Evik crosses again. Sakamoto heads goalward. It drops wide. I think that's going to be a goal kick. And that's just not the start that Sunderland would have wanted to extra time. With Coventry immediately stepping right back into this pattern that we've had for a lot of this game, where it's kind of been sky blue attack, red and white stripes defend. But we can't separate the two. The sub actually didn't happen for Mundell. For whatever reason, they've waited for the half to start here in extra time. Apologies, guys. I haven't done any comments for the last few minutes. My bad. I've just been sorting everything out there on the screen. We are all good to go. You're stuck with us for longer than I expected. Oh, I expected it. If there's a chance of extra time, I get blooming extra time, don't I? Richard, if you Cov, do you go for it here or play for pens? I think given Coventry's record on penalties, I think you go for it, don't you, after losing in the FA Cup and in the playoff final. So, and I don't know, they just look like they've got more energy, more momentum, and you kind of felt if the equaliser did come, it would swing in Coventry's favour. Well, that's cleared to the edge of the box. Hadji right. Cleared away to Mayenda. And this is looking like it's going to be attack versus defence, isn't it? King Caicedo, Coventry all over them. Yeah, they are. For the first 3 minutes. What you must remember about extra time, guys, and we've done so many games on this channel that have gone to extra time. Blink and you miss it. You're literally through the first 15 before you even know it. In terms of patterns being able to emerge. And we often get a bit of a slower pace because it is so risk averse. Here's Mason Clark, goal scorer for Coventry tonight. Eccles, Kitching, De Silva. Coventry controlling extra time so far. Some would argue they have controlled a lot of the tie, really. As the dominant team, you go for it. White risk penalties. Easy for me to say. Well, yeah, quite. Energy levels look different. They do, don't they? They do. hark back to the opening of this game where Sunderland looked at it in terms of their pressing, really getting after Coventry. We are still going to be over on the Sportsman channel for a post-match stream with Gab Sutton. That will follow whenever this game finishes. And you know my thoughts, if you get extra time, you get penalties. But we might not get penalties, but we normally do. Ball goes back to Patterson. He boots it clear. That is 1/3 of the first 15 done. As we tick up 2.25 hours on the stream tonight. Thank you guys for your unwavering attendance and support here. Mundell wins it. Lafay. They come down the right. Hume pops across in near post. Not bad. Not a bad effort that. Tried to find Mayenda. I think Pat Roberts went out for Romain Mundell. As usual, with it being a substitution. And me looking straight at a screen with the game on it, I didn't see the substitution. What are you going to do, hey? Concentrate? Oh, as you know, guys, it's been a long week with the man flu. This is the 4th watch along across the past 6 nights. We love it, of course we do. Oh, fed into the box. Shot blocked out there. Is it Rig in there? Oh, there's one cleared. Hadji Wright running in behind. Patterson smartly off his line to get that away. Oh, and here comes Lafay. Lafay into the box. Oh, my goodness. It's going to fall for Lafay again. Oh, what a tackle. De Silva on the cover there. My God. If Lafay had got either of those crosses over to Mayenda, it was going to be a free shot at goal for Sunderland from about 8 yards. Wow. Well, we looked at it at the start of extra time and thought, Coventry. That's the best opening of extra time, isn't it? Lafay just nip it in there. And he just couldn't quite shade it across. There's a really good cover tackle by De Silva. Getting loose now. Ben, you're right. However, what normally happens in extra time when it starts to get loose is the managers go, calm down, defend. I'm cynical about extra time, aren't I? It's normally not the greatest spectacle. And as you can see, we are down to a very slow pace here in this one. It's going to be very methodical. Although here comes Van Evik. Oh, he tried to poke it inside to Radoni. Cleared out to Grimes. As we approach minute 99. 97.53 on the clock. Sakamoto. Hang in there, guys. I'm going to have a sip. It's decaf, I promise. Dylan, am I going to do watch-alongs for League One? Dylan, I'm going to see how tired I am tomorrow. I'm going to run it by HQ. I'd love to do Orient and Stockport tomorrow night, I must admit. But the problem is if I do one League One, my OCD brain says I have to do both League Ones. Let me see how I feel tomorrow. I'm going to speak to Sam Parkin hopefully in the morning as well. Remember, I'm not done after this. We're off. We're off to the Sportsman. Edge of the box. Eccles drives the shot in. Poor effort. Daisy cutter. You're almost hoping for his sake it's deflected. Not nearly on target though, was it? I think it is going to be a corner for that's the second Eurovision mention, isn't it? Charlton versus Wycombe, proper playoff football. Mate, this has been proper playoff football. My nerves are shred and I'm completely neutral. Sakamoto off the corner. De Silva crosses, back stick, Thomas is up, Patterson gets the punch, and no foul given against the keeper there, and it's booted clear. Van Evik back, and I think he's won the throw-in there off Mundell. I'm sure every Coventry fan there panicking for poor old Van Evik after what happened to him in the first leg. Stockport have only lost 3 home games this season, one of them being a 4-1 loss to Leyton Orient, correct? Yeah. Could be fireworks tomorrow night at Edgeley. Foul right on the edge of the box there. Hugh may well get booked for dissent. Mason Clark. I said it at the start of the half, didn't I? He's a danger man, isn't he? I think one of the important things about me either doing or not doing a watch-along tomorrow night, can you guarantee no extra time? Or can I just leave after 90 minutes tomorrow night? Although I don't have to do Sportsman tomorrow night after. Free kick right on the edge of the box here over on the left-hand side for Coventry. Mason Clark fouled by Trey Hume. Again, Thomas in there, Kitching. Right. Sheaf's not on anymore. Grimes pops it in. Bit floaty. Cleared out. Drilled back in by Van Evik. Sunderland clear. One back by Sakamoto. And Dan Neal has been whistled for a foul. Dynamic Pool. Thank you so much. Another super chat. Very, very kind. Do you think Wrexham will get promoted next year? I don't. I think Birmingham, of the 2 sides already up from League One, have a better chance. I think Wrexham will be fairly well up the table, but no, I don't see it. I think keep your eye on Birmingham there rather than Wrexham if you want someone to go 2 for 2. But hey, as I've said many times on this channel in the last couple of years, there's no mid-table in the Championship anymore. You're either in the high tide avoiding relegation or you're in the blooming playoff race, aren't you? So if you have an all right season, Bristol City 68 points in the playoffs. Not sure Wrexham will get 68, but there you go. We can sub you off after 90. Yes, please, Paul. Get AI Ben on after 90 minutes, yeah? Free kick comes in again. Headed half. Clear chance. Liam Kitching. Didn't look like he believed he was going to smash that one in, did he? We've seen Bobby Thomas score from on the deck. Just comes to Kitching, half volley. To be fair, he's stretching. It doesn't sit up for him, does it? You'd much rather a striker, or at least an attacking-minded player, was running onto the end of that. Kitching shanks that one. Wide-eyed and legless too. Two minutes of the first period of extra time remaining. Coniston, your legend, thank you. $2 NZ on the super chat. Thank you. So many super chats tonight. You guys absolutely rock. Muchly appreciated. Oh, that's not foul, is it? No. I thought referee Madeley there was what looked like a good slide tackle there. He looked like he was about to blow. But he didn't. Here comes Sunderland, though. I say a rare attack. One of the best openings in extra time was for Sunderland, though. Oh, Thomas wanted Wilson to come out and grab that, didn't he? Thomas tries to draw the foul. And it's turned back over to a Sunderland who take the throw in quickly. Mundell crosses in. Nice looking ball. Great defensive header. Kitching there. Didn't cover himself in glory with the shot a minute ago. That's a great defensive header. It's a good ball in as well, wasn't it? And it's a corner to Sunderland. There you go. Andy Fairweather Low reference. Someone got it, didn't they? If paradise is half as nice. What a song. Heaven where you take me to. Great bass player, Andy Fairweather as well. In comes the cross to the back stick. Is it going to go loose? No. Van Evik is there. We've got 30 seconds. They normally, as a default, add on 1 minute in extra time. Both ends, don't they? So we tend to play 16. Let's see if they will. We'll find out in 10 seconds' time. Lefay all floats that in lovely. Oh, little knockdown. Bellingham's in the box. Bellingham tries to slide it through Coventry. This is absolutely painful. Nerve-shredding stuff. My God. Anytime someone does anything risky, my heart pops out of my chest here. My God. Dylan. £2 on the super chat. Thank you, Dylan. He's been a great channel member as well. I think Coventry are more Premier League ready than Sunderland. Thank you so much for the super chat. Dylan, yeah, we are getting our 1 minute minimum stoppage time. Oh, my God. I've just realised we might have to do penalties. Oh. Can your nerves take it? Jesus. 10 seconds, minimum stoppage time. First period, extra time. Sunderland 0, Coventry 1. 2-2 on aggregate. Mundell off the left. Pings that in back stick to Silva, heads it up in the air. Oof. And that is the end of the first period. And just the tension in this one is just unbearable, isn't it? If we got any Sunderland or Coventry fans in the chat, fair play to you. Poor girl there is a bit overwhelmed there in the stadium. I feel your pain, my darling. I feel your pain. Across the 105 so far, 64-36 possession in favour of Coventry. Wow, look at that. 1.56 XG for Coventry to 0.54. 18 shots to 10. But listen to this, guys. Over 105 minutes... Shots on target, 2-2. It's just been so tense, so tight. My goodness me. Mark, you absolute hero. Mark became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. We're going to work on, in the close season, the perks for YouTube members. Try and give you super bang for your buck. Thank you, Mark. What's the point of extra time? To get my heart beating too fast and to annoy me, Harrison, I think. I tell you what I do need to do is reset the clock at 15. Let me do that now. Sorry. Never do anything too quickly when you're streaming, right? Danger. I won't mention potential technical problems, but we have been okay. Is that going to trigger anybody if I leave that there at 15:02? I'll hit start after 2 seconds. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, there you go. There's a meal. Change the subject for a second. Cure the tension. Goodness me. Who do I favour at penalties? I've got no idea. No idea. I'm sure they've both been practising jolly hard, haven't they? Penalties give me the worst anxiety. Don't. No pens, please. Here we go. Second period of extra time. We are off and running at the SOL. It is 2-2 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. My heart can't take it. The tension is insane. Coventry have lost 2 of their last 3 shootouts. Yup. Yes, they have. If the playoffs aren't a lottery, are penalties? No, Rich. Penalties are an extreme test of nerve, technique, mentality, and for want of a better word, cojones. It's not a lottery. There's a lot of skills attached to it. I think Rich is half jibing me for that response, but it's a weird set of skills you need to win a shootout, isn't it? Lefay tries to play a 1-2 with Mundle in the box. Mundle can't keep it alive. Well played. Sack a moto. Is it a YouTube channel? Yes, Connor, we will be on the Sportsman YouTube channel straight after the game. Testicular fortitude, massive balls moment. There you go. No, penalties take skill to score and save. Yeah, how big your bollocks are. And the psychology is so much, isn't it? I know a lot of people didn't like Gareth Southgate as an England manager, but I think the research they'd done on penalties and the way he spoke about it, about rehearsing the walk from halfway, working on calmness, working on emotion, understanding that you're tired. Apparently Chris Waddle had lost 2 stone in that game in Italy before he took a penalty, for God's sake. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Jamie, thank you so much. James, excuse me. Sorry. Watching from Israel. Welcome over there. Leeds fan. So glad we aren't involved in the playoff. Cardiac arrest. Oh, into the box. Oh, it's gone across the area. Oh, big chance. Big save as well. Mundell arriving right-footed. Wilson, great save with his feet. He has made 2 decent saves in this game. Wilson, sorry, James. Thank you so much for your super chat. Super kind. Muchly appreciated. Wow. Wait to see a replay of that. Looked like Wilson was going across his goal and had to flip his leg out in the other direction there, in my humble opinion. Thought I was the only Israeli here. That's wild. Oh, we got people from all around the world watch these streams. Absolutely tremendous stuff. Big save, Wilson. Yeah, looked like it, didn't it? Mundell steps forward, wins a corner. Right, let's have a look at this save. Oh, it wasn't a save at all. It was a block by Josh Eccles, I think. My bad. I thought the keeper got that with his left foot. To be fair, there was one on the line behind him as well. So great defending, Coventry. In comes the corner, though, for Sunderland under the bar. One-hand punch by Wilson. It's broken on the edge of the box. Hume half volleys it in. Oh, my God. Ooh, that's surely a yellow card, isn't it? Chris Riggs going in the book for that tackle on Grimes, isn't he? Oh, man. This is too much. It's supposed to be fun, this. So bloody nerve-wracking, this. My God. Penalties are a mind game. Absolutely. Complete psychology, pressure, ability to cope. Is he taking Mason Clark off? He's been a big threat today, but he's obviously, and we can start saying this now, not a penalty taker. Mason Clark out of the game, and assume anybody that comes in now at minute 110 plus is a penalty taker. So stick Brandon Thomas Asante on your list. If anyone could let me know who the first choice penalty takers are at Coventry, I think it'd be Hadji Wright for Coventry should be number 1. Who's the Sunderland penalty taker? Because I remember Isidore missed 2 against Burnley, but he's been subbed off. Bellingham. Clear tug there by De Silva. Free kick taken quickly, knocked on to Lefay. Bellingham turns this way, that way. Going nowhere fast. Knock back home to Patterson. Sunderland having a bit of the ball in period 2 here of extra time. Forward it goes. Mayenda or Lafay, yeah, you would like either of those, wouldn't you? Grimes, yeah. Super technique. Also, period, it's just harder for keepers to go against left-footed penalty takers because they face fewer of them. In the pure simplicity of the numbers game, there's just less data on left-footed penalties, isn't there? Any advantage you can get, I think, get left-footers in there and also rotate right foot, left foot if you can to try and keep the keeper guessing and thinking as much as you can. This will have been thought out by both managers. There will be a plan. Gone are the days of Kevin Keegan saying and Glenn Hoddle as England managers that you just pick your penalty takers before shootouts. No, these penalties will be super well rehearsed. Here's Thomas Asante, knocks it on. Hadji Wright is there. Rudoni's in on the other side of the box. He couldn't get it across. Just tired now. If Hadji Wright gets that out of his feet, sticks it across the pitch, Jack Rudoni's 1v1. There you go. Left-footed players statistically miss a lot more than right-footed as they're weighted to the right when they use their left striking foot. Harvard did a study. Who am I to argue with the boffins over at Harvard, hey? We are 7 and a bit minutes away from extra penalties. My God, we're in extra time. Remember, we are going to the Sportsman channel straight after the game. It's a late night for me. I'm going to be gone past 11 o'clock tonight. We're already up 2.5 hours on this stream. We're going straight to another one after this. My God. The things you do for football, hey? The things you do for love. Ballard. 7 to go. Expect more substitutions, more penalty takers to come in. Kitchen dives in on Rigg down the right wing there. Hume to Ballard. Luke O'Neill. 9, whatever. Bellingham. Sirkin. Mundle. Been lively. Freshest legs in the Sunderland 11. It's knocked inside. Great block. Good defending there. We're going to keep going. Shot driven in low. I think it hit his own man. Ballard for Sunderland. Neil. Ballard. Hume. Ballard. O'Neill. Bellingham. Oh, so tense. Ball's turned over finally. Coventry counter, maybe. Not many involved. Thomas Asante tries to bustle through too hard. And Sunderland actually are finishing the game the stronger. Finishing period 2 of extra time. Here, cross comes in left-footed from Rigg. Oh, Mundle arriving back post. Van Evik head on it. Wow, Sunderland are coming strong here to end this one, aren't they? Oh my goodness me. Josh Eccles has gone down. I'm sure we'll get Cramp, but he came on as a substitute, didn't he? Oh, actually, no. To be fair to Eccles, it was him who made that excellent block, so it's not Cramp at all. I think he might have just tweaked his back of his thigh there. I think they're about to make a sub. Oh, no, they are going to make it still. Jamie Allen's going to come in. I think Eccles might have to step out. Don't know whether that's an injury or whether Allen's a penalty taker. Eccles limping out. I don't know why the referee hasn't sent him over the touchline behind the goal. It was he, as Sky had just shown us the replay, that made that block from Mundell. Look at the Sunderland fans there reacting to that brilliant shot from Sky, to be fair, on that one. Referee's been really good tonight, but should have made Eccles walk from behind the goal there, shouldn't he? That's taken way too long. And in comes Jamie Allen. Some say never make a substitution when you're defending a set play. Lampard's hand forced there, to be honest. Right, here comes the corner. Finally, that might mean we go 2 minutes stoppage time at the end of this period. Corner, Sunderland. And it comes right-footed. All flicked at the near post. That's going to be a goal kick. Sakamoto runs very confidently away from Romain Mundell. God. Those fans in the stadium. Oh my God. To be honest, sometimes being in the stadium's the best place. You actually feel some sense of control. You can see everything. You can hear everything. You know exactly what's happening. Sometimes it's actually more nerve-wracking watching it on the box like this, isn't it? And of course, the TV companies do a great job of making it feel more nerve-wracking with their coverage. Thomas boots it long down the ground for Coventry. Chested off by Sakamoto. O'Neill clears. Thomas heads away. Grimes heads down back to Thomas. Cleared by Ben Wilson. We are 2 minutes plus probably 2 minutes of stoppage time. Away from a penalty shootout here. My nerves can't take it. Robert. Yeah, feel free to pause me if I am ahead of you on whatever stream you're watching. Remember though, the chat will still be in real time, so you can get spoilers there, especially when we go to penalties. I will say ahead of time, it's very hard for me to keep up with updating the banner and reading the comments in penalties. So we do tend to just roll straight through and I don't get to see very many of them, but keep them coming. Coventry haven't been out there half this period of extra time. No, Sunderland have finished strongly, haven't they, to be fair? Coventry maybe just running out of gas here to end this one. It is going to be, De Silva, it's gone to the edge of the box. Thomas Asante drives the shot deflected wide. We're going to have a corner in the 119th minute. Can anybody remind me? I should have the data up here on my laptop out of shot. Last semi to go to penalties, was it? It was Sheffield United and Forest, wasn't it? Brice Samba. And I think I was at the one before that. West Brom Villa, potentially. Can't quite remember. Corner. Coventry. Oh, my goodness. Grimes is going to put it in. Absolute nerve-shredding stuff. In it goes, headed over the bar by Bobby Thomas. We've played 30 minutes. Are we getting 1 minute or 2 minutes of stoppage time? I thought there might be 2. To be fair, Sky didn't catch the board. Yeah, we are getting 2. Oh my God. How's your pulse rate, anybody? We're going to penalties. And, oh my God, is he going to take one? Is that Leo Hjelde? Has just come into the game. Oh, I always worry about those if you're bringing a penalty taker in on 120 minutes. Remember, who was it? Sancho and Saka? No, Rashford? Who did they bring in right at the end for England? And everyone said they weren't ready to go. They weren't warmed into the game. Oh, dear. There goes 1 minute of the stoppage time. Just like that. 1 minute until penalties. Oh, my God. Utterly nerve-shredding. Hume down the right. Crosses in. Big header by Thomas. And we are going to have another corner. Oh, my word. Sunderland have got a corner to end extra time here. We are at 121 minutes and 30 seconds into this one. Remember Josh Windas's goal? It was this late in the day at Wembley in League One, wasn't it? I was there. Oh my goodness me. "10 seconds of minimum stoppage time to go. Can they basically stick it in the box and head it in the goal? I wonder. In comes the corner. Ballard! Oh my God! He scored! Wow! 122 minutes! Incredible finish! I don't believe it! Dan Ballard has been outstanding in this game, and with the last touch of the ball, he's headed it in off the crossbar. That is the most incredible end to a playoff semi-final I think I've ever seen. It's the last touch of the tie. I don't believe it. Incredible. Oh my God. Sunderland are 2-1 up. They have scored in the 122nd minute. Ballard has been incredible. I'm going to pass out. Let's play the goal sting. Jesus Christ. Utter insanity. Utter insanity. Ballard gets free, wins the header, in off the crossbar. What a finish. I need to calm down. It is Sunderland 1, Coventry 1. That is surely the latest winning goal in a playoff semi-final we have ever seen. Sunderland are going to Wembley. They have won it in the 122nd minute. Absolutely incredible. We're going to have kickoff, and surely the whistle is going to go immediately. Incredible scenes at the SOL. Dan Ballard has been incredible in this tie. And Sunderland are going to Wembley because surely we're going to kick off. And it is all over. Oh my goodness me. Look at that. We haven't kicked off yet. Dan Ballard's heart must be going 10 to the dozen. Oh, the Coventry fans look on from that high point. They're going to try and just boot the centre forward, but surely there's no time. Surely there is no time left on the clock. Oh my goodness me. It's going to go back and then forward, and surely the whistle's going to go. And there goes the whistle, and Sunderland in incredible fashion have got themselves to Wembley. Stunning end to this playoff. Commiserations, Coventry fans. My God, 122 minutes for the winning goal. Dan Ballard, incredible. Guys, I am going to have to move over to the Sportsman podcast. Come and join us over there. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Give me a second to calm down. We're heading over to the Sportsman YouTube channel. Drama like you would never believe. Sunderland 1, Coventry 1 on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. A 122nd minute winner. Come and join us over at the Sportsman.